In continuation of the last video on mechanism of organic reactions of BSc Part 1 Organic Chemistry, we continue in this video with the topic transition state and intermediates. To explain the mechanism of the reaction, it is necessary to know about the activation energy and transition state. According to transition state theory, to convert the reactive molecules into product, it is necessary to cross the energy barrier or transition state. The rate of the reaction depends upon the rate of the change of the reactant molecules into transition state. When the reactant molecules react together, they attain the higher energy of the system. This state is highly unstable and is known as transition state, and after that the energy decreases and the product is formed. So the transition state is at the highest peak in energy level diagram. So if we see, then the A reacts with the molecule BC and then a transition state is formed in which the bond between A and B is in the process of making and the bond between B and C is in the process of breaking, and then the transition state gives rise to A, B and C, the product. Transition state of abstraction of hydrogen atom from methane by halogen atom is shown as follows by the halogen free radical. So we see that here is the methane reacts with the halogen free radical and a transition state is formed in which the bond between C and H is in the process of breaking and the bond between H and X is in the process of making, and then the bond between C and H undergoes homolytic fission and the methyl radical and HX is produced. Transition state is also known as activated complex. So if we see the energy profile diagram, then we see on the x-axis we take progressive reaction and the y-axis we take potential energy. The reactant are at the higher energy than the product in the potential energy diagram. So these reactants after some time form a transition state, and at this transition state if the energy of the molecules is about equal to or greater than energy of activation, then they give rise to the products, and if not, then they are converted back to reactants. Now we come to the many organic reactions take place in two or more steps. Two reactions state transition state 1 and transition state 2 are present when the reaction takes place in two steps. When the reactants are converted into products, intermediate is formed. It is more stable than transition state and can be shown in energy valley in between the two transition states. If energy of Ts1 is greater than the energy of T2, like in this figure 2, then the unstable intermediate is formed which rapidly converts into products. If energy of Ts2 is greater than Ts1, like in this figure, the energy of Ts2 is greater than the energy of Ts1, then the stable intermediate is formed. So the second step is the determining step. Here the rate of the formation of intermediate from reactant is more than the rate of the formation of the product from the intermediate. Now we come to the another part, which is the number of transition states are equal to the number of the steps of the chemical reaction, and the number of intermediate steps are less than the number of transition states. For example, if it is one step reaction, then the number of transition state is 1 and the number of intermediate is 0. If it is a two step reaction, then there are two transition states and the number of intermediate is 1. So if we consider the intermediate state, it is seen that in any two step reaction there will be two transition states separated by a deep depression in energy profile. That is, there are two transition states separated by a deep valley which houses the transition intermediate. At this state, the system has minimum energy and that of any of the two transition states and has definite geometry. It is called the intermediate, as we have seen before. Now we come to the difference between transition state and intermediate. If we consider about energy, then the transition state is at the state of highest energy, whereas the intermediate is between the two highest energy states and is lower energy than both the high energy Ts1 and Ts2 states. If we consider the isolation, then the transition state cannot be isolated, but intermediates can be isolated in some cases. In transition state appears in one step or more than one step process, but the intermediate generally appears in minimum two step or more than two step processes. If we consider the transition state, then it is the state at which some of the reactant bonds are being broken and some new bonds in the product are in the process of formation. But if we consider about intermediate, in this at this state, all the bonds that are about to be broken in the transition states are completely broken. And if we consider the geometry, then the intermediate has no definite geometry, but if we consider geometry, then the transition state has no definite geometry, but the intermediate has definite geometry. If we consider the energy factor, it is most important factor affecting a reaction rate. It depends on temperature, energy of activation, and the energy of a reaction. The energy of activation is characterized of a reaction is related to the fraction of the collision having energy greater than the activation energy by the following expression. Fraction of the collision with energy greater than energy is equal to the exponential raised to the power of minus activation energy minus upon RT. The factors of collision with energy greater than E is equal to E raised to the power minus activation energy upon RT, where E is the 2.718 base of the natural logarithm, R is the gas constant, and T is the temperature of absolute scale. It follows from the above experimental relationship that at a given temperature, the fraction of the collision with energy less than energy of activation will be greatly influenced by even a small difference of energy of activation. The greater the value of energy of activation, the smaller the fraction of collision possessing the energy to form the transition state which gives rise to product. And if the energy is less than the energy of activation, then the collision will be elastic and the transition state will not give rise to the product but will be converted back to the reactants. If we consider the transition state theory, then organic reactions are generally slow and they require energy in the form of heat, light, electricity, etc. To start them, usually the potential energy of product in a reaction is lower than that of the reactants. If a plot of the progress of a reaction against the energy content of the reaction system is plotted, we get the energy profile of that reaction. In the energy profile of a single step reaction, apparently the reactants have to be energized to a state known as the transition state of the reaction before they can be transformed into the products. Speaking figuratively, reactants and products lying at a lower energy level, they have to climb up the hill separating the two valleys. The steepest of the hill corresponds to the energy barrier between the reactant and the products, which has to be crossed before the reaction can be accomplished. If E2 represents the energy of the transition state and even that of the reactant, then E2 minus E1 represents the amount of energy that is needed to transfer the reactants into products. The energy difference is called energy of the activation and is represented by the symbol E subscript ACT. It follows that the transition state of the reaction is the state of the higher energy. That's all for today. Thank you.